3. I'm waiting for the live. Is the live on? YouTube, let me know if the live is working. If so, give me a thumbs up. If so, hit the like button. If so, put W's in the chat. If so, predictions, please. Yes, sir. I'm going for a draw. I think Arsenal are coming to park the bus and defend and counterattack. I think Liverpool are looking a little shaky defense. Okay, we're on. We're on. All right, say no more. I can stop waffling now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. And welcome to what I hope should be, but there's no guarantees. This should be one of the games of the season. One of them. That's what I'm hoping for. Fingers crossed here, man. Fingers crossed. Please. I'm not asking for much here, man. I need a big game. However, chat, we know how this goes, bro. We know how this goes. These kinds of games almost always end in one way. For the neutral. Disappointment. These big games, bro, I can't take them seriously no more, man. I cannot take them seriously anymore. I just feel like I know what to expect at this point. Cagey. Tough. Very, very conservative from both sides. Very chess match-esque. Aisha, thank you for the 14 months. Thank you so much for the 14 months, Aisha. Yeah, man. I don't know. But one thing I will say, and by the way, I got my sushi. Shout out. Do I want to shout them out? No free promo. Shout out the sushi I'm about to eat today for lunch. I hope you guys don't mind. Got myself a little snack today. But one thing I do know is I think this game, when we look back at it at the end of the season and one team is lifting the league, I think we will be looking at this game in particular as one of those that set the tone. One of those games that you looked at and said, okay, that day we learned a lot about one of the two teams that's going to win the league. Because I'll tell you who I don't think is going to win the league this season, chat. And I really hope the soundboard works. I know there's been issues. Did that work? Did that go through? You guys hear that? I do live in the UK. What time is it? It's like 4:30. Yeah, it's a late lunch. It's a late lunch, but it was a late morning for me, bro. It was a late morning. Is that working? No, the soundboard's still not working. Oh, man. We'll fix this eventually, I hope. Hold on. What about now? Can you guys hear it now? Could you guys hear that? Maybe this is what I gotta do. You still couldn't hear that one. That latter one you guys couldn't hear either. Yes? Bro, the soundboard is cooked. The soundboard might be cooked. That one you guys heard. Did we hear that one? You could hear the second one. Okay, this is what we're going to do then. This is what we're going to do. What about now? Please, come on, give me something. That one, please tell me you heard. That one you heard, right? You heard that. We're in business. Okay, let's go back then. I'll tell you who I don't think is going to be in the title race. Manchester City. Yeah, okay, you see, it adds a little bit of gravitas. I don't think Man City are going to be in the season's title race, man. I'm looking at the way they're defending. Or rather, not defending. In transition, my goodness, these guys are food. Barbecue chicken. Yams, potatoes, collard greens, turkey, mac and cheese. All of the above. All of the above right now, Manchester City. And I'm sorry, it's something that really is stemming from last season, and it's carrying into this. It went into the Club World Cup. We saw Al Hilal. We saw how they hurt them in transition, and we look at this season. Look, I said at the Wolves game, I was impressed with how good they were going forward against Wolves. But I even said in that video, guys, there were a few occasions where if Wolves timed their runs a little better, there were goals for them there before it got to 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. So, look, man, I think City have made some great signings this year, no doubt about it. But I wonder, have they really strengthened in the area where they were hurt last season, which is in midfield, in terms of like being a little less light in midfield, and then defensively. And then I also ask, is it a personnel issue? Or is it a managerial issue? I whispered that because we know that's something we don't really say too often, right? We know how it works. But I don't want to be too loud of it. It's still early days. But is it a tactical issue? The elephant in the room. We'll see. We'll see. We got some sushi, like I said, chat, if you're just joining. KDB is the issue. KDB was there last year, man. KDB was there last year. The GOAT needs a break. Pep, another sabbatical. See, chat, sometimes I don't like these companies, right? Because you know these kinds of packages, right? I'm going to block the brand. You see these kinds of packages, aren't they supposed to have like a slit that you can properly open this? I don't see no slit. And therefore, I'm a little afraid that I'm going to open this and it's going to go everywhere. I got the slit. Hold on, I got it. Woo! We'll lather a bit of this soy sauce everywhere. Chat, maybe I should just start a cooking channel, man. Football ain't really hitting for me anymore, man. It's really not hitting anymore. Let's start a food channel. Mukbangs. Takeaways. Food reactions. I can go travel across the country, across London, and try out like the best food places. Maybe we should just do that, chat. Who's good for that? Who's good with that? What are you guys saying? You guys happy to do that? You guys do it with a nail clipper. I have a nail clipper right here. Alright, that's genius. Whoever just recommended me that, that's genius. By the way, I wash my nail clippers, so don't be thinking anything crazy here. But whoever just recommended that is crazy. Yeah, food is my new passion, man. It's my new passion, man. Hopefully, Liverpool and Arsenal can revive my passion today. But like I said to open this down, man, I'm not feeling confident. I'm not feeling comfortable in terms of this being a really fun game to watch. Because I know, guys, I know it now. I know the script for these kinds of games. I know how these games play out. Both teams are too afraid to make a mistake because it's early days. They don't want to give another side the edge. Look at Arsenal's lineup. I'll show you. One sec. Let me open up our good old friend FootMob. Again, I'm sorry if my eating distracts you guys or if you guys don't want to see me eat, but look, man, I'm a YouTuber, not a cyborg. I need to eat. Let me pull up FootMob real quick. Hold on. This is the lineup for both sides. And let's focus on Arsenal. Because I'm sorry, Arsenal, yeah? It's very obvious what we're doing today. It's very obvious what Arteta, his game plan is, man. Zubimendi at the base. And then two thoroughbreds on either side of him. This guy with the power. This guy with the legs. Just protect Zubimendi. Win the midfield battle. And then Madueke, Gyökeres, Martinelli. Ha! This is need for speed here, man. This is just win the ball, sit deep, win the ball up high, and send these guys in transition. And when you look at how Liverpool have defended in transition, I can understand why that's the game plan. I can understand why. It's going to be, look, I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you guys the secret to this game. Arsenal are going to defend in a 4-4-2 mid-block. Zubimendi and Rice in the center. Marino's going to push up to here next to Gyökeres, Madueke and Martinelli on either side. They're going to sit pretty deep. They're going to win the ball off these guys. I think a big focus is going to be on these two, McAllister and Wirtz. They're going to try and exert as much pressure on them as possible to try to win the ball off them, win the ball up high, and then send these three road runners through on goal. This guy I'm expecting to have a tough game. I think this is going to be a real difficult game against Konate and against Van Dijk, simply because physically they can match him. Pace, they can match him. He's going to have to be very, very clever with the way he plays against them today. And then these guys, this is the most secure part of the team. Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, they're going to hold it down. But Salah versus Calafiori, this is the matchup to watch right here. This is the matchup to watch. I think Rice is going to have to help him out. I think Martinelli's going to have to help him out. Because Salah can decide a game when he wants. Pick up the ball here, pick up the ball here, pick up the ball here. Goal. You know how it goes, man. But I think the game plan from Arsenal is really pretty simple, man. It's really pretty simple. defend your block, keep it compact in the middle, and play early passes into these guys in transition as much as possible. And it's up for Liverpool, who've gone with pretty much the same 11 as last time. Yeah, I think it's the same 11 they played against Newcastle. It's up for them really to be the protagonists of this game. And if it's anything like we saw earlier, it's going to be in build-up, 3 of these guys. Szoboszlai may be coming in to form a duo with Gravenberch. McAllister inverts as the 2 number 10s, and Salah and Gakpo keeping the width. Ekitike against these guys, just like Gyökeres, it's going to be a tough game for him, man, because these guys can match him in practically every single regard, man. They can. So we'll see how this plays out. But the game's about to kick off. Let me send myself my handy-dandy link. I'm going to read a few of your super chats and shout out a few subs, because I've seen a few of them. But let me know your predictions, man. Get your predictions in here, man. Get your predictions in here. Do I think McAllister's better as a 10? Nah, I think he's a great 8. I think he's very, very good as an 8. Alright, game's about to start soon anyways. While we wait, let me read a few of the super chats. Pranav, appreciate you for the super chat, my boy. Yo, Lyes, love your content. What are you eating right now? I'm having some sushi. And you know what it is, chat? It's a big thing of sushi, by the way. I'm not really a big sushi guy normally. But this is one of them ones. I just need food on the go. I didn't have enough time to cook anything. This is pretty late. And it'll do the trick, man. It's not too messy either. Get the soy sauce on it. Pick it up with... I don't use chopsticks, by the way. I'm kind of a chopsticks casual. It's not really my bag. I'm going to be very honest with you guys here. It's not really my bag. But the game's about to kick off. I think there was another Twitch sub. Hoodie Trap, appreciate you for the sub. Man City Fumble, hip hip hooray. Appreciate you, my boy. And then MN. Oh, hold on, the game's about to kick off. Let me just get the countdown ready. And my stream's already buffering. This is not a good sign, guys. This is not a good sign. Declan Rice gets us started here. And is everyone just going to copy this PSG tactic now? Is everyone going to just copy this PSG tactic? Football coaches, I clocked, man. They're not that inventive, man. They're really not that creative. It's just figure out what's working and rinse it until it stops. Is this really what we're on now? We're just going to copy PSG's kickoff tactic. I don't know about all that. And then thank you, MN. Appreciate you for the sub as well, too. Yes, are my favorite football content creator, even as a rival North African. I'm Egyptian. Ah! Brother, appreciate you for the sub. But that hurts. That hurts to hear, man. But hey, I'm doing something right if I can get rivals to tune into my content, man. Appreciate you, my boy. Let's see if Salah can do better than Marmoush did today, huh? I asked you guys for predictions as well, too. Let me read a few of these. 2-2 or 3-2 Liverpool, 2-1 Liverpool. 2-2, 2-1 Arsenal, 3-1 Arsenal. 2-2. A lot of 2-2s. 2-2, 0-0, 2-2. I'm going 1-1, chat. I'm going 1-1. But I'll tell you what, a draw for Arsenal in this game would be huge for them, man. Going to Old Trafford and getting a win, and then going to Anfield and getting a draw. That's a pretty good start to the season. All right. Let's lock in. Gravenberch. Van Dijk. I'm really curious once Isak comes in, who's the one that drops out? Is it just ultimately destined to be Gakpo? Is it? I think that's pretty harsh, man, because I think Gakpo has started the season really, really strong. Especially imagine he scores again today. Gakpo, nice pass. Into the field, Gravenberch. Alisson. Van Dijk. Liverpool pressing high, to be fair. They are pressing high. Sobotlai. Salah. Liverpool beat the initial press. Ekitike. Out to Sobotlai. Liverpool fans in here, do we think Sobotlai starting is due to a tactical thing from Slot, or do we think Connor Bradley just still isn't fit? What do we think this is about? Van Dijk. Kerkez. Gakpo. Oh, nice flick. And Liverpool, Arsenal break. Arsenal break. Madueke. Not Madueke. Who is that? Timber, excuse me. The pass is just way too heavy. Allison goes long early. Just trying to keep that Arsenal backline honest. And I kind of hear it, to be fair. I do kind of hear it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Saliba is down. Saliba is down. I'll tell you what. Arsenal have had no luck of injuries start of the season. That's now Odegaard, Saka, and Saliba. 3 huge players for them. But this is where they've reinforced really, really well. Oh, what was that? What happened to Saliba? What happened to Saliba? Is this an injury from last season? Mosquera's coming on. Big stage for the young player. Hyperextended his knee. Oh, no way. No way. Well, I don't want to sound like that one meme tweet, right? But he is walking off. Would he walk off if it was an ACL? Would he be able to walk off if it was an... I don't know injuries like that, guys. I'm very honest with that stuff. He looks... I think he probably just tweaked something, no? Hey, prayers up to Saliba, man. Speedy recovery. You don't want to ever see players injured. The Solomon Islands! That's the first time I'm hearing of somebody watching my stuff from the Solomon Islands, man. Shout out to Solomon Islands, man. And shout out to all of you guys watching around the world. Big up to each and every single one of you guys. You can walk with an ACL. But he's limping an ACL. No, he looked like he was just walking off normally. That's a weird injury, bro. Verts. Sobotlai. No, Verts keeps it. Let's see what Verts today, man. There were a lot of people even suggesting this shouldn't be a game that Verts is even playing. I think it was Fuad who was saying, should they consider dropping Verts for this game? And I said, for me, that's absolutely ridiculous. You broke the Premier League transfer record for this guy. He has to play. He's got to figure it out. I know it's early days, but he's got to figure it out, man. You can't bench him for a game like this. What the hell? Yeah, Verts needs time, but that time isn't coming in resting him in your biggest games, bro. I'm sorry. No chance. Verts has to figure it out, bro. And you only figure it out by playing. What's my last minute prediction for the game? I said 1-1, but I can't lie. Saliba going out is kind of a big... I don't know much about this Mosquera guy. But yeah, that's a big loss for me. McAllister wins it. I hate Vitinha's penalty technique. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But me, I just hate those weird run-ups in general. It just makes me too nervous to watch. And I just think to myself, like, does it really give you that much of an advantage? I don't know. I'm not in their meetings. I'm not a penalty kick coach or whatever, but I always wonder, like, those techniques that these players take, or these run-ups, how much of an advantage does it really buy them? Like, is it a study that, like, the stutter puts off the keeper? Because I feel like it just makes it more overcomplicated. I like the hop technique, like that Bruno and Jorginho used to do, because you could definitely tell, like, they basically shoot as soon as they see a movement from the keeper, and that bounce allows them to kind of see the movement early. But Vitinha's, for example, I don't really see the advantage they're getting. You see, when you're Neymar, though, right? If you're Neymar and your penalty success rate is like 99%, by all means, do what you want. But I've seen Vitinha miss a few now, right? I've seen him miss like 2 or 3, no? Marino. Oh, interesting ball. Verts skips past Rice. And this is where we have to see the best of Florian Wirtz. In transition, 3v4. Takes the easy pass to Salah. I can't lie. I think Wirtz should have done a lot better there. I think Wirtz should have done a lot better. Martinelli usually loves this fixture, but no Trent this time. Hey, Martinelli, man. I understand the idea behind playing him in this game. You would hope that there's space for him to run into. But I'm going to be honest, guys. I've pretty much given up on Martinelli. Like, I'm actually surprised he's still at the... I thought they were going to try and move him this summer. See if they can scam someone in Saudi. I think Wirtz should have done way better in that situation. I think it's kind of disappointing that he just chose to play it square to Salah. Szoboszlai. If he puts in 8 kilometers this game, it's okay. 47, appreciate you for the super chat. Man United should consider signing Josie Altidore. That's a blast from the past. What's he up to these days, man? What's Josie Altidore been up to these days, guys? Last I seen of him, he was at TFC, no? He was chilling in Toronto. Thoughts on Emi Martinez? I kind of tweeted it, but I'll kind of reiterate my thoughts here. I'm not crazy about the deal. I feel like Martinez had a pretty bad year last season. But when he's at his best, I'm a fan of him. I am. I like his personality. I like his character. He's got balls, which I think you need to have. Literally and figuratively, but I think he's got the personality it takes to play for a club of this size. And I think he's really clutch as well, too. In big moments, Emi seems to kind of rise to his performances. He's a you know, in NBA they say he's a playoff riser. Emi is a tournament riser. He's a big moments riser. But last season was really bad. And I think if United signed him, the hope is that last season was kind of just like a fluke. Oh, what a pass. Dealt with by Gabriel. Anyone is better than Onana, true. But guys, 2 years ago, we were saying anyone is better than De Gea. And everything I'm saying about Emi right now, we were saying about Onana. So, let's see, man. Let's see. I haven't seen anything of this Lemons guy, so I can't pretend like I'm a huge fan of him. I don't know anything about him. I've never watched him play. But yeah, Emi. If Emi can give us 1 to 2 good years, and then we can kind of look for a new young goalkeeper, or like apparently the ones we have on the books are pretty good too, this Vitek guy, then that'd be ideal, but let's see. Donnarumma's wages are fucking crazy, bro. They are insane. La Liga watcher here. Mosquera is a very good talent. I thought Barca should have targeted him. Really? There's a few decent full center backs that came out of La Liga this season, though. Even, what's his name? Was it Loic Bade, who went to Leverkusen? I'm surprised Atleti weren't all over him. And if Barca had the money, of course, too, he would have been quite good for Barca. Gakpo! Just wide. Just wide, just wide. Liverpool pressing. This game is more open than I thought it would be. When are United gonna have big moments? I'm not even talking about just finals or whatever, but like penalty shootouts. You know, Martinez rises for that. Cherokee out for 2 months. What? You're lying. You're lying. Nah, just chill. Stop. What? And then Hugo Ekitike is playing right now, and he's the replacement for Cherokee. Does he even know? Ah, Ryan, man. Damn. Things go from bad to worse for City, man. We go again, 26-27. Will Pep be the coach? Am I watching the Barca game? I don't think I think I'm gonna watch the Lyon Marseille game, guys, later. I can't lie. I think I might watch that. How's the sushi? I give it an 8. It's pretty good sushi. I give it an 8. I'll read out the brand. Why not, man? I'm a friendly guy. I'm a nice guy. Kokoro. I give it an 8. It's good. Isn't Lyon Marseille a derby? It's definitely a rivalry. Oh shit. Verts wins the ball back. Ah, it's got to be better there though, man. Declan Rice intercepts. Yeah, I always found Marseille, Lyon. It's more like for me. It's more like a competitive rivalry. It's not really like they're neither of them are each other's biggest rivals. For example, right? Marseille's biggest rival is PSG. Lyon's biggest rival is Saint Etienne. But there's always been like those games are always very very fiery. To be fair, always. No, Lyon avoided relegation. Here's the sushi. Someone said, "Can I see bits of the sushi?" There you go. This one is like salmon, rice. I don't even know, man. Gakpo. Bro, I don't know how to use chopsticks, man. I'm gonna keep it so real with you guys. I have no idea how to use chopsticks. I've tried a million times. I can't get the hang of it, bro. I know, man. I'm so good at everything, you know, like I just know how to do so many different chopsticks. Chopsticks, I can't get it down, bro. I can't. Madueke. Bro, I don't know how to use chopsticks. I've tried. People have showed me how to do it. Bro, it's a myth for me, man. It's a myth. They're telling me you gotta put like one on your ring finger. I'm like, what the hell, bro? I feel like I'm just doing gang signs at some point, bro. Uncultured, hey, if that's what you want to call me, it's what you call me, man. But yeah. Hey! Gets the job done. Solid. Just stab the food. Put it in your mouth. Job's done. Bob's your uncle. Bosh. There you There you go, man. There's no need to overcomplicate it, bro. Oi! Set piece from Arsenal. Timber. As long as I've eaten, bro. Facts. Facts. You know what this is like, chat? And me and Fuad always argue about this. This is like comparing driving manual and driving automatic. Driving manual is just way harder for it's way more steps for no reason. When you drive the car, manual or automatic, you're getting to the same destination anyways. So why would I want to do more steps? Why would I want to do something more difficult just to get to the same place in the same amount of time? It's the same thing as chopsticks versus a fork. The fork can cover more square feet, can cover more square inches of food. You can technically stab at more things, right? You can put like vegetables, this. Whereas chopsticks, you're really limiting yourself to how much you can eat. So, in the name of what? Looking more cultured. Nah, man. It's all going in the same place anyways, bro. Seriously. It's all going in my mouth. It's all being digested. Come on, bro. I'm telling you. It's chopsticks are like inverted fullbacks. They're like inverted fullbacks built defending in a 4-4-2 mid. This right here is just standard. Get the ball, pump it up to the center forward, hold it up, get others into play, whip it in the box, goal. Game over. We're overcomplicating things here, man. We're overcomplicating things here, man. And I'm at home, bro. Guys are acting like I'm at like Rocco right now. Yeah. Yeah, ultimately, it's a skill issue. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's a skill issue. It is. But hey. Chopsticks are like Zinchenko. Come on, bro. Fullbacks playing in midfield. Give me a break, man. Alright, chopsticks being Zinchenko is so funny, bro. That shit is so funny. Second City Saint, thank you for the super chat. He says, Lies, I'm a City fan here. I think you were right about Pep. 500 million pounds in 6 months, and we are worse. Well, first and foremost, I've never technically said like Pep is washed or anything. Oh, here's Madueke. Hold that thought. Madueke. Oh, great tackle from Kerkez. Brilliant work from Kerkez. I've never said anything about Pep in terms of like I think he's washed or whatever. But I do think last season, it was a little more tactical in terms of the team's flaws than people were giving it credit for. I do think so. Like, it could just be Pep himself needs to take a step back and reinvent the wheel again. And he's done it before numerous times, right? I'll never forget 2021 during lockdown where City started the season. I think at one point they were 9th midway through. And I know they had more games to play than everyone else, but they were getting killed in transition. I remember Leicester scored like 4 goals at the Etihad or 5 goals at the Etihad. And he needed to change it up a little bit. And he did, and they ended up winning the league. But not even A. The fact is, guys, he doesn't have the same players at that season. He doesn't have a peak Gundogan. He doesn't have a peak De Bruyne. I think Ruben Diaz and Stones are both weaker than they were that year. Aye! Big save from Alisson. Madueke started the half very, very well. Madueke has been pretty good. Pep's a bad loser. We know, we've been on that though. We've been on that. Hi, Amorim versus Pep next game. Is that it, right? City versus Chelsea next game, or City versus United next game. And you know, Pep ain't beaten Amorim in his last 3 games. Amorim might have caught life, bro. Hey, I'm never going to call Pep washed. Ever. Unless if he lets Amorim go to Old Trafford and get a win. I might have to start a conversation, chat. I can't lie. If he lets Amram rock in to the Etihad and pick up a win in our current form, huh? It's dark, chat. It's dark. It's dark. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna win next weekend or in 2 weeks, but that's dark. Guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. We got about 1,000 people in the chat. And yet, only 200 likes. Hit the likes, hit the sub button if you haven't already. It's free. I want to see Gyökeres right now, how many touches he's taken. 2. Gyökeres has touched the ball 2 times in 23 minutes. Thoughts on Tottenham versus Bournemouth? I didn't watch the game. I was watching United. So I couldn't tell you. Do I think Everton should sign Grealish permanently? If they can, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. But I don't know if by the end of the season, if he keeps this up, if he might be able to do better than Everton, with all due respect. Gakpo trying to hold off Timber. Timber is so strong, bro. Well, too strong, apparently. Foul. Foul. Liverpool free kick. Van Dijk marches forward. So does Konate. Let's see. Let's see. Verts. Come on, man. Put in a good ball or something, bro. I want to get excited by Verts, man. I want to get excited by Verts. Create something. Put the ball in the box. Florian Verts. Bodies ahead. Amen. Amen. We need better. We need better. Yeah, he's not helping himself. We need better. There's Eze on the bench. I can't wait to see him come in, man. Madueke. Marino. Timber. Corner. Corner. Hold on to your hats. Fasten your seatbelts. The Arsenal set-piece machine is well and truly under motion. The big dogs go forward. Look at Declan Rice, man. This guy's moving like the Terminator right now, bro. Every time this guy runs to the corner flag, bro. Every time he goes to the corner flag. Yeah, it's true. Saka usually takes them from this side. That's a good point. That is a good point. Yeah, I've seen Joao Neves' hat-trick. Rice. Ah, that was terrible. That was terrible. Current David Silva and Fernandinho would lace up current City's midfield for sure. For sure, man. For sure. You guys know how I feel about David Silva, man. I think he's one of the most underappreciated players in Prem history. That guy was so good, bro. So good. One of the best midfielders I've ever seen in my life. How many football jerseys do I have in total? Oh my goodness. Too many to count, bro. Too many to count. Maybe one day I'll actually go through all of them. I still got some left in New York as well too, bro. 47 says Man United need a creative midfielders. Get Jorge Valdivia. 47, are you Chilean? Because yesterday, this guy said that United should sign Charles Aranguiz. And today it's Valdivia. Are you Chilean? This guy's going to try getting us Jean Bosajor next time, bro. To go play wingback. To go play wingback for Amarim. Do I have any City jersey? No. I have a firm rule, chat. I don't really care about any shirt I wear. Like, I'll wear Barcelona shirts, I'll wear Madrid shirts, I'll wear Milan shirts, I'll wear Inter, Juve shirts. But I will never, ever, ever wear a Man City shirt, a Chelsea shirt, an Arsenal shirt, or a Liverpool shirt. That's my breaking point. That's my breaking point. The only thing I would ever do is if a player sent me one of those shirts, I'll like hang it up or I'll frame it or something. But I would never wear their shirt. No. Spurs, I don't really care. I have no interest in wearing the Spurs kit, but for me, it's not like the other ones, bro, are sacrilegious. You cannot wear a City shirt as a United fan. You can't wear a Liverpool shirt as a United fan. Spurs, I don't view it the same way. But I don't really have an interest in wearing any Spurs shirt unless like one of my favorite players ever went there, right? Back in the day, guys, my favorite player in the world used to be Van der Vaart. It used to be Van der Vaart. So back then, obviously I was a kid when that was happening. But if today Van der Vaart was playing for Spurs, I might buy his shirt. I might. But I used to have a Berbatov number 9 Man United shirt 2011-12. It's probably still at home. Which non-Man United kid do I wear the most? Maybe this one? It was just hanging on my bed, actually. 2009-10 Inter. Milito on the back. I like that kid a lot. I have an 07 Kaká shirt. I got a Zidane 06 shirt. This one right here is Italia 2006. Pirlo on the back. I really like shirts, guys. I like collecting shirts. A lot of people like collecting shirts based on... I like collecting shirts more so based on the names on the back, like players that I used to love as a kid. A lot of people like shirts based on how they look. It's like, oh, I love this, how that kit from 1990 looked. Not really for me. Like, for me, I like rocking shirts with the names of players I grew up loving, bro. You know what I mean? I'm more of an Inter guy. I love Inter. Is hate on wearing players' names on the back cringe, or is it really woke? For me, it's woke to hate on shirts in general, bro. Who gives a shit? Seriously. These are conversations I don't get involved with, right? Like when Rory's talking about, oh, should you wear a football shirt outside of the... Who gives a shit, bro? Seriously. Do whatever you want. I'm sure there's people out there, like diehard Man United fans, who are like, why would you ever wear a Barca shirt? Or why would you ever wear... I have a Lester Mares shirt from 15-16. Like, you're a Man United fan. How could you ever wear a different team shirt? I'll just tell them I don't give a... Honestly, I don't care. It does not... It means... It does absolutely nothing for me. I'm a grown-ass man. I'll do what I want. What the hell? So if you want to buy a shirt with a player's name on the back, who's stopping you, bro? Who's stopping you? I won't judge you. Do it. Do it, bro. Bro, honestly, who cares? Seriously, deep down, bro, people have these huge arguments online about should you wear a football shirt here, or should you wear another team's shirt? Who cares, man? Seriously. People are so fake upset about the dumbest things, bro. About the dumbest things. Yeah, no one worthwhile. That's the best comment. I can promise everybody, nobody worthwhile gives a shit what you wear. At all. You think you're going to walk out in public with a football kit on, someone's going to be like, get a load of that guy. He's like a kid wearing... No, they're not, bro. They're going to go about their day, probably not even notice. If anything, that's the best conversation starter ever, chat. Wearing a football kit. That's the best conversation starter ever. You know, chat, one thing I always do, right? And it's been since I was a kid. I can't help stopping it, but it's been this way since I was a kid. Maybe because I grew up in the US in a time where, Van Dyke. Oh, I just messed it up. Oi, McAllister! Blocked. Maybe because when I was a kid, I grew up in the US where a lot of people didn't wear football shirts. This was just the time. Now everyone wears it. But because it was so rare to see people in New York at the time wearing football shirts, whenever I did see one, guys, I would notice it immediately if they were walking by me. And the second they walk by me, chat, what shirt are they wearing? What number are they wearing? As a kid, I used to do that all the time. Who's on the back of his shirt? Who's on the back of his shirt? I'm scanning like Xavi right now. And it's still that way for me. So if anything, it's actually a great conversation starter, bro. It's a great conversation starter. Yeah, facts. My guy Steven, thank you for the super chat. Yo, did you see the Joao Neves hat trick? 2 bicycle kicks and a banger for the third. Insane. Ici c'est Paris. Bro, they look crazy good right now, bro. Neves, what a player. But back to the game. Verts. Gravenberch. All the way back to Allison. Oof, well won. Well won. Tell you what, Zubimendi, we're focusing a lot on Verts. I don't think he's been particularly great either, man. And I think he probably would have been, yeah, that pass is just too much. The game is very stop-start so far, to be fair. I think Arsenal is going exactly the way they wanted to. But I think Liverpool are really struggling to also, like, put together some coherent, like, moves, to be fair. Yeah, I grew up in New York. Bro, the top 6 matchups over the last few years have been poor, man, as Madueke puts it over the bar. Corner. Top six games, man, they're usually very cagey. Even though this one is kind of open. But the quality in top 6 games, it never often lives up to the hype. Yeah, I mean, Madueke has been bright, though. Madueke has been very, very bright. Yeah, Raya is a top keeper, for sure. For sure. He's just very stable. How did I get so into football growing up in New York? Brother, my mom is French. My dad is Algerian. So I grew up in New York, but the household I was growing up in, it was anything but an American household. It's football every day. Declan Rice. This is his preferred side. This is his preferred side. The Arsenal players start at the edge of the goal. Poor, though. Poor. We are now 36 minutes in the game. Gyökeres has touched the ball 4 times. Ekitike, 8. Not much better. It's really a game being played in midfield. Is that their fault? Not really. Not really. I just find it interesting. What teams do my parents support? My dad is a diehard Man United fan. And yeah, that's the reason I'm a United fan. And my mom doesn't really support one team, but she always likes Chelsea. She's always liked Chelsea for the longest time. I think because of Drogba, and then she really liked Hazard as well too. No, I don't think it matters where you're from to support a team. No. Unless, I don't know. Nah, I wouldn't say. Nah, I wouldn't say it matters. I wouldn't say it matters. But that's just me. Yeah, I seen that Cherokee's out for 2 months. We're at the 100K, man. We're grinding, bro. We're grinding. So 47 with another super chat. He goes, my dad's Chilean and my mom is Peruvian. Got 2 sisters from Argentina. I'm American, though. You got expert football knowledge. MUFC should sign Farfan. Jefferson. Jefferson Farfan. Who was the left back that Peru used to have? Was it Vargas from Fiorentina? Was it Vargas? I mean, you got 2 Vargases, right? Eduardo from Chile, and I think the other one was a left back from Fiorentina. Marino. Ball over the top. Gyökeres, this is the positions he tends to like it. Can he hold it up? That was nice. Blocked. Calafiori. Oh, okay, that was good from Gyökeres. That was good from Gyökeres. Arsenal want a penalty. I don't think they're going to get it. I don't think they're going to get it. Ref says corner. Let's take a look. Nice pass over the top. Gyökeres does really well. Timber shoots it straight at Van Dijk. That can't be a pen, can it? Let's take a second. That can't be a pen. From that distance, chat, come on. You can't expect a penalty from there, bro. Van Dijk, it's not like... Look, maybe I have to get a second look at it, but that doesn't look like a penalty whatsoever. I think that would have been harsh. Rice for another set piece. Oof. Gabriel is still complaining about something. I'm not sure he's going to get it. Maybe another corner. I don't know. I don't think anything of Kits is childish, bro. I'm just going to be really honest. Like, do what you want. Do what you want. I'm an adult wearing a football kit with a player's name on the back. I have both my chats open. I use this app that lets me have both Twitch and YouTube open at the same time. So you guys, your chats all come in at the same time. So it's not a question of Twitch or YouTube. Gravenberch. Van Dijk. How do we convince more Americans to watch football? Bro, I'm telling you what, as someone who spent most of my life there, there's been huge progress in terms of getting people over there to watch the games. Trust me. Trust me. Where it's at right now is something I never imagined it ever would be, bro. I always tell the story when I was in middle school or whatever. Like, no one was watching the World Cup in 2010. Virtually no one in my school. And now the Premier League is massive. The World Cup is massive. So, trust me, there's been a lot of progress made. Where football is in the US right now is so far clear of where it was when I grew up. I'll tell you what else will help it as well, too. The US having a good World Cup on home soil will massively continue to grow the sport. Massively. Yeah, like, Iligerius, that's crazy to hear. That's crazy to hear, because growing up, no one could give a shit about football. Seriously, it was nuts. It was me, my neighbor who was like foreign, and then like a few other people, but no one was like. You would never see people in school wearing football shirts. Like, I remember Man United won the league in 2013. I came into school with a Man United scarf, my Man United shirt, gassed out of my mind, and my friend was a Man United fan too. My neighbor I'm talking about. Outside of that, no one else was like, there was no one to discuss it with. Now it's so much bigger. It's so much bigger. Gravenberch, brilliant. So what's I? Tell you what, man, not many chances in this game. Van Dijk. Kerkez. You can't imagine me without the goatee. There's plenty of videos and images out there, man. Seriously, this is only from what, the last like 2 years? I haven't had this the facial hair for that long, man. Hey, thank you, Advic. Appreciate that. Shout out James, man. Shout out James. What a guy. Madueke. Timber. Uh-oh. Again, calling for a penalty. Referee looks away. And Liverpool are on the break, but I'm sure we're going to revisit that. Here's McAllister now. Ekatike. Verts should not have gotten the way of that, though, man. That pass was not intended for him. That pass was not intended for Verts. And it's like I said, the attacks for Liverpool right now really lack any kind of coherence. Like, they're really getting in each other's way. There's not much synergy between any of them. You can't imagine me as a middle schooler. That's funny, bro, because everybody says I got a baby face. Everybody says I got a baby face. So to say, can't imagine you as a middle schooler. Verts looks out of it. He definitely doesn't look at his best. I can definitely agree with that. I don't look 34 because I'm not 34. What do you mean I don't look... Of course I don't look 34. What the hell? What the hell? Pushing 40. Y'all are taking the piss, man. Y'all are taking the piss. 30 seconds left of injury time. Nah, Timber can't call for a foul there, man. Impossible. Impossible. Man said my father looks younger. Oh, yeah. Tell me if a straight face Liverpool are good. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you they look good right now, and it's halftime. It's halftime. Let's pause the countdown. Let's pause the countdown. I'm gonna be right back, chat. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back. Give me a second. All right. Back at it. Goal! Guys are doing fake goal alerts. Fab tweet. Uh-oh. Yo, I gotta stop falling for this shit, man. One sec. I gotta stop falling for these fake Fabrizio comments, bro. Do I think it's either Martinez or Lemons, or you think we could get both? Nah, I think it'll be either or. But chat, what is it with midfield though, huh? When are we gonna address this midfield, man? Anyways, let's stick to this game. It's funny, actually, guys. Speaking of James, James texted me during the game. I just didn't see it until now. Gravenberch is dropping deeper to form a 3 and build up a lot more than he did the first. Well, he didn't play the first game, literally, but even the second game, right? The second game, you were almost seeing a back 3 with Kerkez. Today, it's more so Gravenberch forming a 3. But I'm not going to lie, it hasn't really made too much of an impact. I think offensively now, Liverpool, they look a little blunt right now. Like, everything is... I just feel like guys are getting into each other's way. It doesn't really seem that coherent. And knowing that they're going to add Isak on top of it, I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of moving parts, and it's a lot of interchanging parts that Slot is going to have to figure out pretty quickly, right? Because last season, it was pretty evident the attacking game plan for Liverpool was isolate Salah in these attacking positions close to goal, where he could really do damage, and then let him get to work, and everything he touched turned to gold. This year, the goal is clearly to make the attack much more balanced and much more spread out and less reliant on one guy. But the consequence of that is Salah really isn't in the game whatsoever. He's not getting the ball in positions where he can really hurt teams. And the other guys that are supposed to be benefiting from this really aren't doing that whatsoever. Like, they're really not taking advantage of the opportunity they're kind of getting here. Verts, Gakpo, Ekitike really just hasn't gotten much into the game. I think, obviously, playing against Gabriel and Mosquera is difficult, right? Especially with the way Arsenal are set up. So, from an attacking point of view, man, Arsenal have just been really, really quiet, I find. Really quiet. SAFC, you can't get me with that. If Amorim actually got fired, you see this phone, yeah? It would be blowing up. It would genuinely... It would started levitating if Amorim got fired, bro. The amount of notifications and calls I would get. Ridiculous. My dad will be back on the channel next time I see him, man. Next time I see him, he's there. Can I talk about Arsenal's non-existent counter-attacking threat? I don't think it's been non-existent, to be fair. I think it's been there. I just think that they're kind of missing the quality in the final moment. But I think they've hit Liverpool with a few transitions. Yeah, I think look, I agree with whoever just said the press without Szoboszlai in the 10 kind of has gone down for Liverpool. I completely agree, and it's like that's something I went into the season worried about for Slot, because I think Szoboszlai's role in this team defensively was so underrated last year, bro. So underrated. Bro, the amount of work he does from the front is crazy. Now you take that away, you drop him deeper, and you replace that with Verts, who's a completely different cat. He's a different character. Abu Bakr, the super chat says, chat saying it was a coke break. Dark SDS underbelly. There ain't no coke break here, man. Respect me, bro. What the hell? Let's look at the foot mob. Who's impressed me? Who hasn't impressed me? This is a little... I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure about this one, chat. Verts, 7.1. Highest score, or second highest score of the game. I don't know about that. I think he's been pretty quiet. I don't think he's been that great. Salah has been on the periphery completely, man. Completely. But I don't really blame him. We know what Salah is, man. Get him in these areas. Get him in these areas. Get him in these areas. He's receiving the ball like here or here. Salah's not hurting you from here, bro. You need to get him these areas. And I think that's something Slot did so well last season. But this year, I don't know. I don't know, man. Gravenberch, I think, has been awesome. McAllister's been decent. And then these two, you know what you're getting from them, right? As for Arsenal, I've been impressed with Madueke, man. Maybe it's just me, but I think he's been Arsenal's potentially most dangerous player going forward. I think he's been Arsenal's most dangerous player going forward. I think in transition, he's obviously very, very quick. I think he's taken the line a few times quite well as well, too. Again, for me, Arsenal, the final touch from them is kind of missing. But I think I've been impressed by Madueke. Martinelli, I'm so surprised, has a higher score than Madueke. And then Gyökeres, I think, has just kind of, again, similar to Ekitike, similar to Salah, just been on the periphery. He had one really nice play where he held off the ball from Konate and got the rest of the team involved. But outside of that, I mean, not so much. So the players I've probably been the most impressed with in a game where it's really tough to find positives for either team because nothing has really happened that big. Madueke, Gravenberch, and I don't know. Those are really the two for me, man. Those are really the two. I don't even, I think even in midfield, these guys have been okay. They've been okay. Arsenal's been the better team. Yes, what do you think? I think it's been pretty well balanced, man. I don't think Arsenal has been much better than Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool's been much better than Arsenal. I don't really see it. I think they've both been okay. Whoa! Do we believe Sasha Tavolieri? Do we believe Sasha Tavolieri a reliable source? People are saying he's a terrible source. Never mind. People are saying he's a terrible source. Yeah, everyone's saying he's not a journalist. 0 point in tweeting this. I don't trust this pain, man. He was basically saying United are in Stuttgart to talk about completing the signing of Angelo Stiller. Nah, apparently he's a trash source, man. I won't get excited about that then. I want source. How far are we in terms of the second half starting? Still nothing. Still nothing. If we go back to this then. What do each side have on the bench in terms of changing this game up? I mean, there's your answer. Eze. How long do we wait to see Ebere Eze enter the fold? If he comes on, it's almost certainly for this guy. We know that. I'm sure Odegaard will come in. And I would like to see Ethan as well, too. Max Dowman, the fact he even made the bench for this game just continues to show, bro. The faith that Arteta has in Max Dowman is off the charts. But I would be shocked to see Max Dowman play in this game. I would like to see Ethan, Ebere, Eze, and Martin Odegaard. I think those three can really make... I think those three can really make a change in this game. As for Liverpool, truthfully, less in terms of attacking substitutions, right? Rio will almost certainly come on at some point in this game. I think he's earned that now after last game. Chiesa, Curtis Jones maybe comes in for... I don't even know who he's going to come on for, but he'll probably come in for legs. I think Arsenal, you look at both benches, I think Arsenal looked a more dangerous team in terms of who could bring someone on to change the game. Lotier says, I don't know if I'd change anything, to be honest with you. You would continue with the same and just let these guys figure it out. I think the substitution that'll end up happening is just like the Newcastle game. Verts off, Sobotlai on, Connor Bradley on. I think that's what's going to end up happening. We've been so but I wouldn't change anything. Normal 65-minute sub. Yeah, I agree. These are just subs for later on in the game in terms of how you can change it. LFC does COD says Salah and Verts haven't been bad in my opinion. I think Slot should tweak it to make that Salah gets nearer into the box, and then I think we win the game. But I'd prefer that Verts go off, put Connor Bradley on, Sobotlai in the 10, and I think our pressing problems will be... Yeah, that's basically what I said. Look, has Salah been bad? I don't think he's been bad. I think he's, again, it's similar to the Newcastle game. He just hasn't been active. Like, he's very, very quiet. And I blame that more on the tactics than I do him. Because Salah, at 33 years old, we know what player he is. We know what kind of player he is. Anyone expecting Salah to pick up the ball in his own half and play passes over the top or run at guys, like that's not his game at this point in his career. This point in his career is getting him in the most efficient places possible so that he can take as few touches as possible to result in goals and assists. At the moment, he's just not being fed the ball in the positions you want Salah to kind of be fed. So I don't really blame Salah. It's Verts for me that I'm expecting more from, because there's situations, right, where he's running at players in this area. Salah's here, Gakpo's here, Ekitike in front of him, and he's making the safest or wrong decision almost every single time. I don't really care what Verts does in his own half or whatever, but Verts is supposed to be a creative midfielder, and right now I think I'm not really seeing the creativity, you know what I mean? Super chat, apparently, hold on. K1 BSM says Ekitike can't hack Mosquera. He's been quality. I think Mosquera has definitely been good. I don't know about can't hack him. We'll see. Turn of Fee says, I hate Trent, but I'm not going to lie. We're going to miss him this season. He was such a vital part of the way we played. It's going to take time to gel and adapt. Especially in terms of breaking down defenses, man. Trent was a cheat code from deep areas. That ball over the top that you could just play with his eyes closed. That's a big miss that, truthfully, has not been replaced by Liverpool. That's not something you can get from any player. Lawan Rasul says, if we were to sack Ruben Amorim, who do you see as the best candidate if you can pick anyone? What about a realistic option? Oli and Jose together. I would go for Iraola, man. I would go for Iraola. I think the Premier League guys, the meta at the moment is transition and defending transitions. And I think Iraola, in terms of transition attacking, my goodness, I think he's one of the best the Premier League has to offer. I think so. So I would go for Iraola personally. That's my honest opinion. Second half's about to start. Eze is still on the bench. Grealish Instagram. What did he post on Insta? Grealish. What's Super Jack saying? Aye. Jack Grealish, man. Jack Grealish. Fairs. You guys see Jack Grealish's Instagram story? Fair enough. Jack Grealish posted a screenshot on Instagram saying that says Jack Grealish last started 3 or more consecutive games in September 2024. And he commented it saying, feels good to finally play 3 games in a row. That's shots fired from Grealish. Basically saying I never got the chance at City. Or at least in maybe the last season. Wow, shots fired, bro. He ain't happy with Pep. All right, second half's about to start soon. What's my man saying? Brainy Chinese. What is he saying? It's definitely different comments, by the way, because the characters are different. Brainy Chinese? None of us speak Chinese in here, bro. And I don't want to ban you because you might be saying, hey, bro, love the channel, love from China. But I'm not going to lie, Brainy Chinese. I don't know what you're saying, unfortunately. Just saying, bro. Can anyone translate? Bro, so I'm saying, fuck you all, chat. Oh my god. Feck. Damn. Is that how you feel? Damn. Liverpool ready to start the second half. All right. And we're off. And we're off for the second half. Sorry, he's speaking Mandarin. Excuse me. He's saying it's time to learn Chinese to verts. Oh my god, that's what he's saying, bro. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's see, man. Hopefully we get some goals, man. I hate these kinds of games, bro. Because first of all, they're so boring to cover at the end of the game. I hate talking about games where nothing exciting happens, man. Do I consider I'm some kind of jinx? What do you mean? Who have I jinxed? Who have I jinxed? Yeah, left wing quality is so poor at the moment, bro. And it's funny because in the Prem a few years back, it actually used to be maybe the right wing that wasn't so deep. And the left wing really had some shooters, but you look at it now, not so much. Mosquera again wins his duel against Ekitike. Timber. Cancelo, I jinxed him like 60 years ago, bro. I'm talking recently. Gakpo. Back out to Konate. There's a static in my mic. Is there? I don't know why. Gravenberch. Van Dijk. Verts. Nice turn. The pass has to be... Bro, I'm so surprised what I'm watching from Verts, man. The physical thing, maybe I could predict it, but the passing is supposed to be your bag, bro. You got to be better in that regard. GGMU says City are shit and Pool can't defend. Arsenal are bottlers. A draw here and we're 3 points off the top. Hashtag time to be delusional. Hashtag 21 is coming. Hey, I love the delusion, man. Fairs. Tarinho says, I want us to sign Gehi and play 3-4-3. It would suit Kerkez and Frimpong and fix our defensive issues. But then who drops out? Let's say theoretically Liverpool sign Gehi and play 3-4-3. You got the back three. You got Frimpong and Kerkez. Who's the midfield too? Are you signing Isaac in the situation as well too? Ball over the top. Ekitike. Liverpool get a corner. What are we talking about? Oh, they don't even get a corner. It doesn't go out. What is Ekitike doing right now, bro? 3-4-3 for Liverpool. I think they have too many attackers to ever play that. I'm not gonna lie. Too many guys would be left out. And then G Bar says, hey Lies, big fan from India. Barca Watchalong, first and foremost. Shout out India. Loving the chat to India. I don't think I'm gonna do a Barca Watchalong, guys. I'm not even sure I'm gonna watch the Barca game. I might watch Lyon Marseille. I'll let you guys know though. I'll keep you guys posted. Let me try and unplug and plug my mic. Give me 1 second. Hello? Hello? Still, is there still anything wrong with it? How's it sounding now? Damn, Fabrizio shut down that Angelo Stiller rumor ASAP. It must be so humbling. It must be so humbling as a journalist to report something, and then 5 minutes later, a dude with like 50 million followers comes out and says, nah, that's cap. That's gotta be the most humbling thing ever, bro. Fabrizio just shut down that guy's dreams and aspirations with one tweet. Yeah, I might do a reaction to Lyon versus Marseille. I might. Grealish deleted. Boo. Come on, man. We want fun in football, bro. I wish Grealish had kept it up. Talk your shit, man. Gyökeres. And a sprint of Konate. Yeah, it's food for Konate. Thoughts on Nani's performance so far? I think he's played pretty well. I think he's been Arsenal's most dangerous player. Even though that's not saying much. Why do I think Eze didn't start? I don't think Arteta wanted to force him in from the jump in a game like this. Yeah, I seen Grealish delete his Insta story. I saw that. That's lame, man. I wish he'd kept it up. Timber. Mosquera. Gabriel. Calafiori. Loose touch. Verts wins it. Nice win from Verts. Okay, Salah. Immediately doubled. Sobotlai. When's the next SDS video? Gravenberch! Wide. Probably, is there any Premier League games tomorrow? No, there's not. Tomorrow, the next video will be. Watch along. Mr. Krabs, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on Lebanese food? I love it. I love it. I'm a big Lebanese food guy. Me, though, I'm open. I'm very, very open-minded when it comes to food. I'll eat pretty much everything. Who do I want to win in this game? Arsenal, to be fair. But I don't really care. Like, if I had to choose, I would rather Arsenal win this game. I would rather Arsenal win the league than Liverpool. But I don't watch games like that. Like, I'm not, like, on the edge of my seat waiting for Arsenal to win. Like, it doesn't... My team is not in the title race, so I don't really go into these games, like, hate watching anyone. Salah. Oh, the pass is too much. Have I had jollof rice? Yeah, of course, bro. And I had fufu. I think Cam made fufu when I had it before. Spanish food, from what I've had, I like tapas. Even though that's not tapas is just what, like little appetizer shit, right? I like tapas, the ones I had in Spain. But I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of Spanish food, man. I think sometimes it's not enough seasoning for me sometimes, man. By the way, okay. I like Hispanic food. Madueke. I think Madueke's been bright, man. I think Madueke's been bright. As a Nigerian, what's your opinion on fufu? It's heavy as hell, bro. I had a little bit and I thought I was gonna go to sleep immediately, bro. That shit is heavy. Peruvian food, fire. What is it? Ceviche. Ceviche. That's Peruvian, right? Yeah, I had Colombian food. It is heavy, bro. Rice. Oof, had it away. Raya goes long. What food haven't I had? It would have to be food that's like from like a really obscure country, because I feel like because I try everything, like there isn't much food I haven't ate. Yeah, of course I had jollof rice. Indian food is fire, bro. Indian food is so fire. Selecto. I don't even need to explain why it's Selecto, bro. Come on. If you know, you know. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. Hey, South Africa. I'd love to visit one day, bro. I would love to visit one day. I mean, there's some things for me that I will never try. Like, I was in Scotland the other weekend. I will never, ever try haggis. I'm not gonna lie. There's some stuff that in my brain, I can't bring myself to try it. Like, if I didn't know what it was, maybe I would try it. But haggis, the minute I found out what it was, I will never, ever eat that. Ever. Ever. Gravenberch. Yeah, British food is not good. I'm not a fan. Sobotsle. Where am I from ethnically? My family's from Algeria. Nah, never skydived. Ever. I'd love to, though. I would try it. I would definitely try skydiving. Nah, I'm 14. Impossible. Impossible. Ball over the top. Here's Salah. This is where he can cause problems. Salah. Good feet. Calafiori does well, though. Calafiori does really, really well. And then Salah's cross is intercepted by Rice. But that's more like it. You got to get Salah in those positions where all of a sudden we're all leaning forward. That hasn't happened enough this game. Bro, Metro edits. How crazy does that sound, bro? Men are talking about haggis. Impossible, bro. ATI, I appreciate you for the super chat. Love from Melbourne, Australia. As an Aboriginal, Indigenous Australian, have I ever tried kangaroo? I haven't tried kangaroo. But you know what? I would. I would try kangaroo, for sure. For sure. If you prepare it well enough, I feel like you can eat most stuff. I would try kangaroo. I did not say meat is meat. That's fucked. I did not say that. All right, Madueke did really well to get the ball past Van Dijk there. What time is it in Australia right now, by the way? I did not say meat is meat. Those words have never come out of my mouth. Black pudding, impossible. I'll never have that in my life. 2 a.m. Sheesh. Now, I would love to visit Australia. I would love it. People are saying Madueke man of the match. I would say for Arsenal, for me, he's been the most dangerous player. 2:46, almost 3 a.m. Shout out Australia, man. Shout out y'all. Thoughts on Malik Fofana to Arsenal? I don't think they need him, man. I don't know if that's the best move for him either, bro. He needs to play. He's just gonna be another player at Arsenal. I think he needs a jump between. I don't think he's ready to go to a team like Arsenal, in my opinion. Malik, I like him. That's my guy. But when I say he's not ready, I don't mean in terms of quality, but I just think he needs to go to a team where he's gonna start. He needs to go to a team where he's gonna start, play a big role. I just think at Arsenal, he's just gonna be part of the rotation. Even Liverpool, I wouldn't advise him to go to Liverpool either. Then again, that's what I said about Cherki as well too. I didn't think Cherki to City was like a move I would have advised him to do. But hey, man, who am I to tell these people? Like if Pep Guardiola calls you, if Arteta calls you, to say no. Those are one side. What a pass from Van Dijk! What a pass from Van Dijk! Szoboszlai, Ekitike, Gakpo, McAllister, Wirtz. Goal! No goal. No goal. No goal. What the hell just happened there? Why is that not a goal? Why is that not a goal? What a pass from Van Dijk to start that move out. What a pass from Van Dijk to start that move. McAllister over the pass. Verts, brilliant first touch. Oh yeah, Gakpo is offside. Yeah, offside. Do you think Verts has to score that? I don't think he has to score that. I think that's not that easy of a chance on his left foot. It's not a goal because Gakpo was offside. I don't think Verts, that's a huge goal. I don't. But that Van Dijk pass was gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah, come on. We're not going to pretend like that shot from Verts is like a huge opportunity, bro. Come on. This is not going to turn into like a Verts hate sesh, man. Chippy, appreciate you for the sub on Prime. Appreciate you for the sub over on Twitch. Curtis Jones comes on. And who is he in his place? For McAllister. Interesting. I thought McAllister was quite good. Here's Gyökeres. Holding off the ball against... Yeah, I think Gyökeres has to be a little stronger there. Salah. Liverpool are starting to grow into this now. They're really starting to grow into this game. But credit to Arsenal, defensively, they still remain resolute, man. I'm sorry, I appreciate you for the super chat. Gotta watch Man City games and your streams at 5 a.m. This is why I keep saying, man, people are saying, should people just support their locals? You see the lengths people are going to watch their football teams. 5 a.m. That's unbelievable, man. Big up, seriously. Massive respect. Massive respect. Here's Madueke. One-on-one against Kerkez. Noni. Timber, brilliant. Calafiori! Salah came in, but that was a weird attempt. Gabriel! Konate puts his body on the line. I think that was heading places. He struck that well, huh? Let's see that another look. Where was that going? Nah, never mind. That was going straight at Allison. Ethan Perez with the super chat. Really appreciate the convo we had the other evening in the gym about United. If you ever need a PT, I got you free of charge, bro. Much love. Hey, Ethan. My boy. Much love for the conversation as well, too, brother. You showed me nothing but love, man. And I appreciate your support always. Hey, PT. Hey, Ethan. I might have to chat to you, bro. Hey, love me a follow on IG. We'll talk, man. Getting swole in the gym. Y'all ain't ready for that, man. You are not ready for that arc. Much love, Ethan, my brother. Appreciate you, bro. Declan Rice, set piece. Calafiori. Madueke. Bro, everything is going through Madueke, man. Oof, that's unfortunate. That's an accident, though, man, from Calafiori and Konate. That's just a clash of heads. Emi Martinez not in the Villa squad. Ooh, what does that mean? Yeah, Van Bronckhorst is part of the coaching staff for Arne Slot. Say no more, Ethan. Van Dijk, brilliant. Wins a foul. Van Dijk is too good, man. He is just way too good. Would I rather sign Lamens or Emi? I've never watched Lamens in my life, so I don't think it's fair for me to say anything about Lamens. I couldn't tell you what he plays like. I've never watched him. Am I happy with Emi? I'm indifferent. I need to see what Emi Martinez looks like in Man United, man. Because if it's like the last season, I don't think I can say I'm happy. He wasn't great last season. So what's like brilliant? Curtis Jones. Gakpo. Straight down the mouth of the goal. Raya, easy save. Yeah, but being better than what Man United have isn't enough for Man United to sign you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Every goalkeeper in the league is better than Onana. Doesn't mean that we should sign every goalkeeper in the league. Verts, Van Dijk, again an interception. Salah. Oh, the first touch lets him down. Salah's first touch completely lets him down. And to be fair to Salah, in those positions, Salah's first touch is usually clean, bro. Because it's usually one touch, gets it out his feet, bang. That touch massively lets Salah down there, man. Look at Van Dijk is imperious, bro. He's too good, bro. I'm gonna just look at the Guirassy goal on my phone. Hold on. Actually, no, I'll click on it right now. I can't even open it. Hold on. Yeah, this is a game where Arsenal needed Havertz, in my opinion. Oh, nice, Guirassy. Guirassy is so underrated, bro. So underrated. I was actually so surprised more teams didn't go after him this window. But you know what it is, guys? Teams care more about potential these days than actual end product. Or like what you are right now. Guirassy is so good, bro. Like, Guirassy is better than most center forwards that transferred this window. Him, Osimhen, but if you're over 25 these days, you're untouchable. Salah. Beats one. Salah versus Calafiori beats another. All right, spins Calafiori inside out. Hey, he's waking up, though. He's waking up, though. He's waking up, though. Monaco drawing with Strasbourg. Eze's coming on, and I think Odegaard's coming on as well, too. For who, though? I think Martinelli and Marino are both coming on. I think Martinelli and Marino are both going to come off, sorry. Saliba went out first half. I don't know. Chat was saying what? Hyperextended his knee. I'm not sure. Uh-oh, Ekitike. Pass is just a little too heavy. I'm not sure what it is, but it was a non-contact injury, to be fair. So, hey, prayers up, man. Speedy recovery. What's more likely, Arsenal winning the league or United back to Champions League football? Right now, Arsenal winning the league, bro. We're a million miles off the top 4, top 5. Ebere. Let's see it. Let's see it. I feel like Arteta senses the game is kind of starting to go more into Liverpool's favor, and this is his way of introducing something new to the team. Now, Pogba hasn't played for Monaco yet. So, like I said, Martinelli, Marino off, Eze, Odegaard on. That's pretty obvious substitutions to predict. I'm not going to pretend I'm Nostradamus here. Martinelli, man, I'm telling you, guys. Martinelli, nowadays, the idea is better than the reality. People go into this game thinking, oh, Martinelli, he's got a good record against Liverpool. there might be space in behind against Szoboszlai, and then you actually watch him play, and you're like, bro, it's the same dude every single game, bro. Like Arsenal fans gotta let go of Martinelli, man. They have to. It's over. You're not getting better than what you saw 3 years ago. Especially now you got Madueke. Madueke is the improved version of Martinelli, bro. Stocks. If this is my boy Stocks, shout out to you, bro. Who am I with? You know me, man. I'm never with Liverpool, bro. If I had to pick out of these two teams, man, I'd rather Arsenal win. Meet Patel says Arsenal is such a weirdo. Why is Eze not on yet? Well, there you go. I read your super chat too late. Gakpo, I read your super chat too late. You decided. When did you send that? Probably what? 5 minutes ago? Sometime around that. He's on now. Ebere Eze. Let's see if he can make an impact in this kind of game. Opinions on Mosquera's debut. I think he's been very, very good, bro. I think he's been very, very good. It's not his debut. He played against Leeds last weekend. He came on for them, but this is practically like a start for him, right? Because he came on so early. I think he's been very, very good. So what's that? Szoboszlai with a Trent-esque pass. Oh my goodness. Wirtz kills it first touch. Wirtz. Salah. Again, the first touch lets him down a little bit, man. The first touch lets him down a little bit. Aw, Timber. That's unlucky. That's unfortunate, Timber. Timber doesn't get the... Maybe Timber does get a shout. That's unlucky. Look at that pass from Szoboszlai, though, man. And what a first touch against Wirtz. He might have been offside. I think he should have just played it to Gakpo, though, man. Because even the touch, you want that pass to kind of fall into Salah's run so that Salah can almost run into it and shoot it almost first time, right? But the ball comes with so much pace that Salah has to trap it, and his touch is bad, right? But I don't think Wirtz does him many favors with that kind of pass, man. I'm not going to lie. I don't think he does him many favors. I think that's what you call pass appreciation, right? Wirtz is starting to heat up a little, though. He's at least starting to get into the game. I'm not trying to blame Wirtz for anything, bro. I have no dog in this fight, right? But I do think the pass from Wirtz could have made it a little easier for Salah to kind of run into. That's my opinion. Van Dijk. So it was Mbeumo's fault for Ahmad's miss yesterday. I think Mbeumo's pass could have been a lot nicer for Ahmad, man. Again, should Ahmad do better with that? He should probably get it on target at least. But I think Mbeumo's pass doesn't really set Ahmad up that well. So yeah, I would also agree with that, man. Like, pass empathy is a real thing. Like, you want to set your teammate up so that when he receives it with the best chance to kind of do something with it. Stocks, appreciate you for the community gift, by the way, bro. Appreciate that, brother. I don't even think that's a case of high expectations. I think in general, like you want to play passes for your teammates to receive in the best way. Eze. Gyökeres. Calafiori. Here's Odegaard. Madueke. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Josh. Eze. Nice. Odegaard. Oh! The idea from Odegaard was brilliant, man. Gyökeres, the pass just a little off. The idea was brilliant, though. Madueke. Zubimendi. Gabriel. Calafiori just slips at the final moment, man. Who's the nicest player I met in person? I'll tell you what, Tyler Morton is up there. I obviously interviewed him like a week and a half ago. What a guy, man. Honestly, lovely, lovely guy. He was very, very nice. Lewandowski, amazing human being, man. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. Yeah, Tyler Morton, ex Liverpool player. He just signed for Lyon, so I interviewed him for Liga. I thought he's a really cool guy. Yeah, like I said, Lewandowski, really, really nice guy. Jesus, super chill. Most players, man, honestly, they're very, very nice. Like, they're regular people, bro. Konate is down. Konate is gone. What was Rooney like? It was Rooney, man. Cheeky, quiet, like, nice guy. Where's the interview of Morton? I think it's coming out next week. I won't speak on who the worst was to me. That's not fair. That's not fair. But to be fair, I've never had no, hold on. When I think about it though, I've never had an interview where I was like, "Oh, that guy was a dick" or something. Nah, I've never had a bad experience with a footballer yet. That's a lie. But I won't say who it is. I won't say who it is. Nah, Henri was class, bro. Henri was class. Man said Ian Wright. Ian Wright is one of the. Actually, I lied. Ian Wright is the nicest person I ever met in my life. Ian Wright is the nicest person I ever met in my life. What was Henri like? So cool, bro. That's the only way I can describe it. He's so cool. He's the coolest dude ever, man. Honestly. Aura. TT, man. I won't give a hint, bro. Come on. I'm not trying to. Yeah, no. Henri was, bro. Henri, I don't know if I've told you guys this. He remembered me when I met him 2 years later. I met him. I saw him again in Qatar, and he remembered me. We talked. I told him basically like, yo, that interview boosted my career up so much, man. One player I really want to interview. One current performer and one all timer. Um, well, the person I want to interview the most is Mourinho. That's the guy I want to interview the most. But people I want to interview really badly now. Pogba. I would love to interview Pogba. Because he has to speak English or French. I can't do an interview with like Neymar, for example. Like, he doesn't speak English. I think Pogba would be a really cool interview. Verts. Nice. Brilliant from Verts. Jones. Bro, I got respect for all the legends, man. Every single one of them, bro. It's not really what they did. They just weren't really like. Some people have bad days, right? Like sometimes maybe they just not feeling the interview or whatever. So I just didn't think like he was really receptive to a lot of the questions. Like it kind of felt like he didn't want to be there, which I can totally understand, right? Like some players don't want to do an interview. I get it, but it's like I just got a job to do, man. Like I just got a job to do. I know you might not want to be there, but just give me the 5 minutes, 10 minutes that we need, and then you go about your day. No, bro, it was not Jesus. I'm telling you right now, it's not Jesus. Do I reckon the Isak deal gets done? It's hard to say, man, because I thought yesterday, if you had asked me, I would have said yes, it gets done. But then I seen Ornstein today say there's no guarantee Liverpool send in a second bid because they believe their 110 million was enough. So I don't know. I would think it gets done, but we'll see. Free kick for Liverpool. 10 minutes on the clock plus some time for injury time. Is there enough time for a winner? Can't lie. Right now, this is screaming 0-0. It's screaming 0-0 at the moment. Maybe with a chance of a Liverpool goal, but I don't know, man. I've never interviewed Mbappe. That's why I didn't read out Mbappe. I've never interviewed Mbappe in my life. Kiki. I would say Sancho is United's worst ever signing. All things taken into account. I agree. Depends on what the company wants. It's not up to me and Mbappe. It's up to whoever I'm working for would ask. So Bleacher Report, they might ask for it in English. Ligue 1, they might ask for it in French. Mbappe seems super nice, bro. Mbappe it seems very, very nice. Sobotlai from distance. Let's see. Sobotlai from distance. We know we can strike a ball. Salah, move, man. You're not taking this free kick, bro. You are not taking this free kick. Yeah, facts. This is Sobotlai distance. Sobotlai territory. Raya looks so small in that goal. Raya looks so small in that goal. Sobotlai! What? What? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Wow! The most underrated player in this team. The guy who, in my opinion, goes massively under the radar. Verts this, Ekatike that, Isak this, Frimpong that. Brother, this team still needs Dominic Sobotlai. Wow! Look at that! That's Cristiano Ronaldo-esque, bro. That's David Luiz-esque, man. Wow! Holy shit. Holy shit. Hey, man. Sometimes in a game like this, where there's not really that much between the two teams, you need a moment of magic like that, bro. You need a moment of magic like that. Sometimes that's what decides these games. There's not much between Liverpool and Arsenal. Let's keep it real, right? They're pretty well balanced. But sometimes you just need a moment like that. You know what the word is, guys? X Factor. X Factor. What a goal. What a goal. Sensational, man. Sensational. Now, how do Arsenal respond? Because I'll tell you what, guys. Arsenal haven't done too much wrong this game. They haven't. They haven't done too much wrong this game. They've just conceded a wonder goal. Eze. Tell you what, this would be a good time to respond. Eze! Gets pulled down. Wants a penalty. Referee looks away. Referee looks away. Oh my goodness. Sobotlai, man. There is some contact, no? Nah, not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Faisal is saying that Raya should have done better for the free kick. He's saying that he was too far on his left. But I can't lie, I don't know. I think that's pretty unstoppable. I feel like that's pretty unstoppable. He's in our chat right now saying Raya should have done better. Famous goalkeeper coach Faisal Hassan, by the way, as we know him. Of course, I've watched a game where there's been an actual injury, bro. Of course. I watched Gordon Hayward's first game for Boston. What are we saying here? Bro, why is Zubimendi riding Kerkez, bro? He's riding him, bro. Did you see that? He mounted him like a horse, bro. No pause, play that shit, bro. Did you guys not see that? Why are we pretend? Bro, he literally mounted him. That's an 18 plus. Facts, Afro. That's an 18 plus maneuver, bro. Uh-oh. Calafiore shakes him off. Hey, y'all can pause that all you want, bro. You can pause that all you want. I'm playing that shit, bro. Y'all saw it. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen the tape, bro. It's in front of you. Nah, play, bro. Play fast forward even. Fast forward even, bro. Hey, hit the likes on YouTube, man. 1.5K in the chat. 500 likes. Let's get the likes up, bro. Sub if you haven't already as well, too. How far are we away from 80K? Madueke. The pass from Odegaard isn't great, though. Gyökeres! Joe Gomez there to clear. The Honorary one isn't lost, guys. It's just the clips are all on social media. That's the difference. They're all on social media, but the actual interview is out there. It's just in bits. But if I could rather have a Mourinho interview, but you know it'll probably get lost, like the Honorary one, or interview someone else that goes up on your channel, maybe I would take the interview that goes up on my channel, though. I want to start doing more of that kind of stuff that ends up on my channel, to be honest with you. I do. Start building ownership of my own stuff. I'm so but silent. Sobotlai, what a free kick. That technique is very David Luiz-esque, no? With like the instep. Because Cristiano, he hits it straight on with the laces. Sobotlai hit it with like, you know what I mean? He hits it like this. He almost slaps the ball. Like a hockey. It's very David Luiz-esque in terms of the technique. You guys know what I mean? Cristiano, it's more laces. You know what I mean? Hit the valve, laces. David Luiz used to really like just, it's almost like a pass with the way he hits it. I don't have ownership of the content, Steven. That's the only thing. I'm just the talent hosting the interview, but it's not my content. You know what I mean? Yeah, Drogba also used to shoot the ball like that as well, too. Max Dauman coming on to change the game for Arsenal. I'm sorry, guys. This is crazy to me. Not in a bad way, but it's like, wow. That's how much faith Arteta has in this kid. Max Dauman has just been sent on to change the game before Ethan Nwaneri. You guys need to deep what we're watching right now, bro. That's insane. That's insane. It's also a little crazy, but wow. De Bruyne also, yes, very good point, De Bruyne. Odegaard. Not Odegaard, excuse me, Dalman. Dalman doing too much. Gakpo, Gravenberch. Depends, bro. Some companies won't let you post it if it's not your content. They won't even give you the content sometimes. Honorary was like 15, 20 minutes. Gomez has been very good. I agree. But Gomez usually is, to be fair, man. Gomez usually is. 7 minutes added on. Sobotsai away. Salah. Zubimendi. Calafiori. Gyökeres. Zubimendi. Odegaard. Madueke, too much, man. Too much. You've been very good, but too much. Timber's down as well, too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Chat, I have to ask, though, right? At what point with Arsenal do we look at the amount of injuries they have and we just start thinking, is it bad luck or is it something else? I know Henry hinted at it like last year saying it might be more than just bad luck. But not Madueke, excuse me. Who just is that Timber who just crossed it? I've been getting the two of them mixed up. My fault. Not Madueke. You guys know. I made a mistake. From this distance, it looked like Madueke. But at some point, at what point do we ask, is it maybe more than just bad luck? I'm at 92 minutes. Maybe the medical staff. I don't know, guys, because Arsenal get a lot of injuries. A lot. And I believe a lot of them are what? They're muscular, no? I'm not throwing accusations at anybody, but is that not worth a worthwhile question to ask? Hey, Timber's saying, yo, what's wrong with you, bro? Help me up. Why is Timber trying to waste time, bro? I don't think he is wasting time. I think he actually is limping. You say that, Deary, but think about it. Havertz went down last season for a long amount of time. Saka, Martin Odegaard, all three of them have missed a lot of time over the last year. Jesus, we know Jesus' struggles. I wouldn't say it's just attacking, bro. I don't know. Look, I'm not a medical expert, so I'm never gonna. I'm always honest about that. I have no idea, but I'm just asking: is it? Could there be something deeper than just they're just unlucky with their injuries? Mosquera, who has had such a good debut, to be honest with you, or such a good cameo today. Odegaard, twisting and turning, looking for something. Dalman asking for the ball deep, man. Sorry, Dalman, excuse me. Zubimendi. Here's Max Dalman. Again, loses the ball. Kerkez. On the offensive. Chiesa's running forward. Chiesa. Oh, Mosquera again. Faultless, bro. Big performance from Mosquera. Rice. Odegaard. Calafiori. Eze. 3 minutes on the clock left. Calafiori. Back to Eze. Calafiori. Oof. Allison palms away. Dalman. Dalman shoots. Zubimendi. Headed away by Jones. Arsenal pushing. Odegaard. Pumps it forward. Gyökeres wrestling with Gomez. Away from Endo. The timer goes after 90. I need to find a longer timer, to be honest with you. Rice. Skips past 2. I shouldn't play that pass, man. That's not the pass, bro. I don't think he wanted to play it to Dalman in that area. Gravenberch. Over the top to Salah. That's a great pass. If he can keep it in. Overhead a little. Calafiori. Ah, Steven, these guys be putting fake rumors in here all the time, bro. This guy said in the middle of a Liverpool game that Bastoni and Liverpool are now talking. What the hell? Declan Rice. Out to Eze. Eze, amazing! Ah, the second touch lets him down. But that first touch to get away from Sobotsai was so good. Calafiori. Off Salah. Is there one last chance, man? Hey, a last-minute Arsenal goal here would go crazy. It would go crazy. Calafiori with a long throw. Gyökeres throws it in. Kerkez. Liverpool pump it long, but only to David Raya. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Van Dijk goes away. Gakpo. Brilliant. Chiesa. Salah's hanging up front. Chiesa. Goes by himself. Federico Chiesa! Corner. Right? Corner for Liverpool. I think they're looking at something here. Nah, it doesn't hit. Come on, you can't give a penalty for that. Impossible. I thought it was about to hit his hand in that slow-mo. Nah, come on, it goes off this. No way. No way. No fake rumors around here, bro. I got all of these journalists on post notifications, man. You can't fool me. Oh, wait, that's a handball. No way. It looks like Liverpool's going to get over the line here, man. They have a corner. They take it short. Arsenal win it. Gyökeres. Look at Endo, bro. Endo is hilarious, man. You guys know what I call him, man. The human final whistle. The human final whistle. One last chance from Arsenal. I think they're going to go long. They're going to pump it forward. One last roll of the dice. David Raya. With a set piece in his own half. Gabriel's up. Mosquera's up. Calafiori's up. And it's Van Dijk who leaps highest. It's always Van Dijk that leaps the highest. Liverpool win. Liverpool win 1-0. Wow. Talk about a big result, man. Not much between either of them. Honestly, I don't think either side were much superior to the other. But it's a game that was very well contested, but it's decided by an absolute moment of magic. Dominik Szoboszlai. Take a bow. Early days. 35 games left to play in this league. But I'll tell you what, that's a big step forward from Liverpool. A big step. I'm going to let you guys go for now. I got a match review to go through. I got to talk about this game. Check out the video. It should be out shortly. Hit the likes on your way out. Make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.